For my sister, I had to win. So that's the end of Hu Biao's acting part. No matter what your purpose, how about we use each other? I didn't want the white cat's sister to come forward, directly clasp the boy's finger, express that you have 3 requirements. The first person I asked to live in myself. So it includes various other expenses such as daily necessities. I will bear it with you. Second, when I teach you to play games, you must strive to satisfy my desires. And thirdly, no matter what happens, as long as I don't take the initiative to leave, never leave me behind. Suddenly, the white-haired sister showed a sad expression. The boy was also surprised when he saw this expression. Why is the expression the same as the first time we met? The boy thought for a moment. He agreed to the request of the white cat's sister. But then, the white cat's sister proposed to go shopping with the boy, and she pulls out her dress in anticipation. Ask the boy to wear women's clothes. The boy was terrified. Cross your hands to say no. The white-haired sister pouted to the side, indicating that she was obviously cute. Put it on. I picked up a girl and went home on a rainy day. The girl is the legendary king of passersby. She said she would teach me to play games. Let me become a professional athlete. The price is to agree to her 3 demands. Look at his sad expression. I actually agreed somehow. Then the girl put on a happy expression. Immediately asked me to go shopping with her in women's clothes. I just realized. The second requirement is to grant her all her desires. Although I strongly opposed the process, but when I think of my sister's medical expenses in the hospital, I still gritted my teeth and agreed to the girl's request. But suddenly, the girl said she wanted her to help me match. I immediately panicked. The woman in front of him is no longer a weak woman. It's a horned demon. After a few rounds of hot-eyed cross-dressing, in my vehement refusal, finally settled on this sailor suit. I was in tears. Gang, why do these women like to make me wear women's clothes? Suddenly, the girl took out a key. Tell me to go out quickly. What? She prepared the keys in advance. On the street, we passed clothing stores. The girl grabbed me again and asked me to try on new clothes for her. I reluctantly walked into the fitting room. Suddenly, the phone in my pocket rings, and I pick it up. It was my sister who called. My sister first cared about how I was doing recently. Then I'm very sorry for not being able to take care of me by my side. And then my sister said something that really shocked me. He actually arranged one for me. Very powerful profession. Players come to teach me how to play games. I thought to myself, could it be the witch outside? The other side, a beautiful blonde girl is being chased by a group of big men. There's no way out. The beautiful girl actually hid directly in the fitting room. However, it just so happens that this fitting room is the one I'm in. Then the beautiful girl has a big ass. She sat down on my face. I was surprised to find that she didn't wear fat clothes. Don't wait for me to remind you. Beautiful girls make gestures. Motion me not to make a sound. Then it's close to my forehead. Hold my mouth and tell me not to speak. I just feel like her World Cup is so close to me. Made my heart beat faster. I nodded again and again, sad he would follow his arrangement. Then the big man outside grabbed a waiter. Ask if you have seen a girl with blonde hair. The waiter waved that it should be in this fitting room. Then the big man walked into the fitting room, said a bunch of inexplicable things outside. Then you have to open the fitting room door. I immediately opened the door first. pretend to be unaware, and ask the big man if. Wrong person. The big man saw my shy appearance. Immediately flushed. Damn, this is so cute. I'm so sorry to bother you. I'm leaving now. After the cold man left, the blonde girl immediately regained her vitality. Express your gratitude to me. However, I just feel that this girl is obviously not normal. Still don't get involved with her. I just wanted to say goodbye. But suddenly, the girl took my hand, said to express gratitude, invite me to dinner. The voice just fell. The white cat's sister rushed forward and grabbed my hand. Do you mind one more person? I'm close to the white-haired sister. People you just met don't need to go. However, the white-haired sister said that this is not a stranger. The blonde girl on the side looked at me with an intimate manner. They thought we were Lela. Then we went to a fancy restaurant. I look at the prices on the menu. Shocked. The blonde girl seemed to see my embarrassment. Wave for the clerk to come over. The prices on the menu are sorted from high to low. Give us the first 10 dishes again. I picked up a girl from the side of the road after I had a fever. Girl said to be my new sister. He also said that as long as I was obedient, just tell me to play a game. Let me become a professional athlete. For my sister's medical expenses in the hospital, I agreed to her request. I didn't think the voice just fell. She asked me to go shopping with her in women's clothes. On the road, I rescued a blonde girl without underwear. The girl said to express her gratitude, invite me to dinner. So he took us to a fancy restaurant. Learn through chat. The girl is the shooter of the ace team in the European division. The purpose of this return is to seek revenge because I was abused at the Worlds before. He's been brooding about it, so I have to return it in person when I return to China this time. I think back to the last game of the girls' team. It seems that she was eliminated by the white-haired sister. So aren't you too? Didn't wait for me to finish. The white cat sister kicked me hard. Let me not say it yet. Then the blonde girl said, it seems that there is another purpose here. He was asked by a friend to teach his brother how to play video games. Then give us the address. Ask us to help guide you down the road. I took a closer look. Isn't this address my home? On the way back, I thought back to the scene where I met the girl. Should have realized it was him long ago. It's really hard for me to explain wearing women's clothes now. The girl on the side looks at me absent-minded. Ask me what's wrong. I quickly explained that I was just a little tired. The girl immediately took my arm after listening, said to help me walk together. The white cat sister behind me sees this, also rushed forward and took my other hand. He also said that having her is enough. No one else is needed. Looking at the two people acting strangely, I'm in a dilemma. What kind of human torture is this? Suddenly, the white cat sister tugged at the corner of my clothes. Hold the phone in front of me. When are you going to confess your identity to this woman? Obviously, I have already taught you to play games. Why do you still need him? I must be stronger than him. I broke out in a cold sweat. But what kind of trouble is it? The blonde girl on the side said, she's actually pretty nervous because she's not very good with boys. If the other party is a cute sister like you, how nice it would be. And I panicked even more. If only he knew I was a boy. Absolutely will die, I said tentatively. Maybe the other party is more girly. Occasionally, I might wear a women's dress or something. I didn't expect the girl to immediately refuse. because before he came, he also deliberately quarreled with his aunt. My aunt is very. I am worried that the other party will be a control of daily women's clothing, metamorphosis, etc. Isn't that me? I was shaking with fear. In addition, the girl also said that she would become a couple with her friend's brother. And I was shocked. What else do you want to say when you see the girl? The white cat's sister immediately stepped forward to block in front of me. I can't even give you a white dove. The girl immediately pulled me over. What are you talking about? What don't you give me? And they had a tug of war over me. Suddenly, the white cat sister's hand touched my double-sided milk. 2 round things slipped out of my clothes. And there was silence. If I call myself a brother, ask Pink Kai to bring your letter? Suddenly, Sister White Cat yanked off my wig. That's it. Just admit it. The place you are going to is our home. He is your friend's brother. The girl's face instantly darkened. Trembling all over. It's really the same as what my aunt said. It really sucks. I go out in women's clothing. I met a pretty blonde girl. Beautiful girl. It was my sister who asked me to teach me how to play games. He said he really hated people who wore women's clothes, especially the kind of control boy. However, the next second, the white cat sister took off my wig. The place you are going to is our home. She is the friend you are looking for, brother. She's not just a boy. And she's still a sister-in-law. The girl's face instantly darkened. It's really the same as what my aunt said. You are so bad. And I went home. I knelt down in front of them. Explained to the girl what happened in the middle. At first, I lived with my sister. Later, my sister fell ill and was hospitalized. To complete the contract, I can only disguise myself as my sister. Live and bloodthirsty in her place. Later, by chance, I took Zhang Xiaoyu back to my house. Teach me to play games on the condition that she stay. However, when I don't know, my sister also contacted you. Please come from Europe and teach me how to play games. That's pretty much what's going on right now. The girl stood up angrily after hearing this. What do you mean? That's about it. Your sister didn't say that when she asked me. I was so scared that my hair stood up. My sister doesn't have a good memory. Always forgetting something. And the matter of Zhang Xiaoyu, I haven't had time to tell him yet. The girl threw me away. Aggrieved, saying that he was being played around. Ask me how it ends now. The content of the original transaction with your sister. It may include your personal freedom, now being robbed by this unknown woman. How can this be? The white-haired sister sneered and said that the origin was unknown. You're a loser. Even if you came first, I must be better. The girl said angrily. He is a world-class shooter. If you want to teach people to play games, anyway, it's better to be yourself. So the white cat sister suggested that the girl go to the room solo. Bet on me. Whoever wins the game takes ownership of me. So when the two are solo, I was the errand boy again. Along the way, I couldn't help but feel the feud between women is terrible. No, I have to hurry home and see. Otherwise, they are very likely to demolish the house. All of a sudden, a black sedan pulled up next to me. The bald man in the car recognized me at a glance. Get out of the car immediately and arrest me. I just took whatever was in my hand. Hit the bald face. Just when I turned to run away. Bald Chelsea is surprisingly fast. It grabbed my arm in an instant, then put a rag in my mouth, then throw me in the car. After a long time, when I wake up again, I was placed in a strange room. A woman in black silk approached me. Lift my chin with my fingers. Should I call you Jupiter or Dove? Hear a woman's voice. I recognized it immediately. The other party is the coach who made me wear women's clothing in the first place. Women don't talk. Nonsense. Just take off my blindfold. I'm not just your coach. And she's Ellie's aunt. I was kidnapped by the black silk female coach. She's not just the one who made me wear women's clothes. And it's still the little coach of the blonde girl, looking at me flirtatiously. How do you feel about your life? Completely played by me. I just think he's playing so perverted. Then ask him what he wants. The coach pouted angrily. It's rare for me to act like a mature bad woman. Why not take the bait?